everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Giants going up against the Cowboys.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Stewart. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up. Past the 25 and no further.
Keep on coming, baby. Keep coming. Right here.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Ryan Quigley, 5th-year man from Boston College, in to punt it away. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken at the 18. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Elliott last year, so darn good, over 1,600 yards, most in the NFL. Actually, there were 10 teams that didn't rush for as many yards as he did. That's how good he was.
And just think, there is a place for him to get better. And I think it's in pass receiving. Not necessarily the hands, but just throwing it to him more, getting him into open space. He can make even more big plays doing that.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On third down, it's Prescott. But he's got it to Hearns. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First down carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Not surprising to see Collins in on the tackle. He had 125 of them last year, most by a safety in Giants history.
He plays like a linebacker in the run game. His biggest improvement last year, his ability to defend the pass. He's going to be one of the best safeties in the league for a long time.
In motion here is Witten. Play clock winding down. On second down, Elliott. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Third and long for Prescott. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now out come the Giants. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. So they can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On second down, Peterson. give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
He'll drop to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Now back to throw. Here's a screen to Powell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So completion on second down, that brings up third. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Prescott from the gun. That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. The numbers for Dak as a rookie last year are still kind of mind-boggling. And you look at QB rating. Dak was 104.9. Now, among full-time quarterbacks, only 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, were higher.
And look who he finished ahead of. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. Amazing.
Slot man moves right. Elliott running right. And he's got room. Got some room at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a pretty familiar sight because Ezekiel Elliott in 2016, his rookie year, had 14 runs of 20 yards or more. That led the NFL.
And he said in the offseason he wanted to be better when he got into the second level, so he's shooting high.
I like that. I like a guy who wants to get better at his craft. Look out, defenses.
Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Dak fighting his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he finds Beasley complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 25 yards to the house, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Giants ready to come out now.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive lineman won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. That's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. But other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. His throw here's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's third down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. 1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, Zeke with a quick feet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The slot man in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Prescott down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that'll make it third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Jay Howard coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season, as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Cowboys now, as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right. That is right. Hey.
Time running out here on the play clock. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And a cutback right sideline. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point try by Bailey. And that stretches the lead to 27. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Set! Move! Now! Detroit!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. The 30. 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, 81 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. You got to figure if they want to have success this year, the more they can put the football in his hands, the better, coming off a Pro Bowl campaign.
And that Pro Bowl campaign does more than just get him notoriety. It also plants an idea in the minds of guys trying to defend him that he's really pretty good, and sometimes gives you a little bit of extra room, a little bit of extra deference, and he's taking advantage of it.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Slot man moves right. They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. And the play clock's running down. Now Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Yeah, this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
All right, here we go. On there, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
All right, here we go.
From the pistol, they run with Peterson. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Again, Peterson. And some room to work. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Now, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion.
Back nine and out, Philly. Here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
No, check. Patriot. No, check. Patriot.
On play action, they'll throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Hurry up, here we go. Over.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run with Peterson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Back to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all, but the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The slot man in motion right. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Mostert. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
In motion left comes Williams. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Giants. And even 60 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down following the run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyrone Crawford able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a 3rd down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
Fresh set of downs here. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Stewart is the lone setback. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The give is to Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Cowboys on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A give to Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
They'll run with Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the 1st down.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Dallas.